This is Ken Smith reminding you it happened today, November 17th. Christopher Columbus makes the first recorded reference to tobacco on this day, 1492. The first Catholic college opened in Georgetown on this day, 1791. Explorer Zebulon Pike cites for the first time a peak in Colorado that will be named after him, Pike's Peak, 1806. It was on this day that Major General Sherman leaves Atlanta on his march to the sea, where he led some 60,000 soldiers on a 280-mile march from Atlanta to Savannah, Georgia. The purpose of the march was to frighten Georgia's civilian population into abandoning the Confederate cause. 1864. His name, King Gillette. He patented the first Gillette razor blade on this day, 1904. The Nazis began mass murder of Jews in Warsaw, Poland on this day, 1939. The first 75,000 men called to armed forces duty during peacetime, just prior to World War II. 75,000 men drafted, 1940. The Cow Palace opened in San Francisco, 1941. An estimated 2 million people take part in the Vietnam War moratorium demonstrations across the United States on this day, 1969. Wendy's Hamburgers, the fast food restaurant chain, was first opened by Dave Thomas on this day in Columbus, Ohio, 1969. A package from the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski begins smoking in a cargo hold of a flight from Chicago to Washington, forcing the plane to make an emergency landing on this day, 1979. The Beastie Boys released their debut album entitled License to Kill. It was first #1 rap album on Billboard charts. 1986. Leonardo da Vinci's painting, Salvator Mundi, sells for $450 million at an auction in New York, making it at the time a world record price for artwork. 2017. Iran shuts down its interests for 5 days to suppress the news of national protests against a high price of gas, beginning the worst unrest in Iran for 40 years. 2019. Pakistan becomes the first country to introduce a vaccine against typhoid, targeting 10 million children. 2019. And so there's good news and bad news, confusing news. Behind it all is the good news that this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is Ken Smith reminding you it happened today, November 17th.